The year is 1162. A child is born into the turbulent world of the Mongol tribes. His name is Temujin, but the world will come to know him as Genghis Khan, a name synonymous with conquest and empire. Few could have predicted the impact this child would have on the world stage. His story is one of ambition, ruthlessness, and a vision that would reshape the map of Eurasia. Temujin's early life was a far cry from the opulent courts of the empires he would later conquer. Born into a world of nomadic clans and shifting alliances, he tasted hardship from a young age. His father, a chieftain, was poisoned by a rival tribe when Temujin was just a boy. This tragedy cast a long shadow over his early years, forcing him and his family to the margins of Mongol society. The Mongol tribes of the 12th century were a fractious lot, constantly vying for dominance on the steppes. Survival was a daily struggle, dependent on the availability of grazing lands and the fickle whims of the weather. Into this unforgiving environment, Temujin's story begins. It's a story of loss, betrayal, and a burning desire to not only survive, but to thrive amidst the chaos. Temujin's early experiences were harsh lessons in the brutal realities of power. Orphaned and marginalized, he and his family faced constant threats. He learned early on the value of loyalty, the importance of alliances, and the ever-present danger of betrayal. These lessons were etched into his being, shaping him into a shrewd tactician and a ruthless leader. In a pivotal moment that would forever alter his destiny, Temujin was captured by a rival tribe. Forced into servitude, he endured years of hardship and humiliation. Yet, even in captivity, his spirit remained unbroken. He observed his captors, learning their weaknesses and plotting his escape. When the opportunity finally arose, he seized it with characteristic daring. The years of hardship had a profound impact on Temujin. They tempered his will, honed his leadership skills, and fueled a burning desire for vengeance. He emerged from captivity not as a broken man, but as a hardened survivor, ready to claim his birthright and more. The steppes of Mongolia, once a prison, would become the proving ground for his ambition. Temujin's escape from captivity marked a turning point in his life. He returned to his people, not as a subjugated captive, but as a seasoned leader. His charisma, forged in the fires of adversity, drew warriors to his banner. His vision, to unite the fractured Mongol tribes under his rule, resonated with those weary of endless infighting. Step by step, through a combination of diplomacy and military prowess, Temujin began to consolidate his power. He forged alliances, ruthlessly crushed his enemies, and established a reputation as a leader who rewarded loyalty and punished betrayal severely. His fame spread across the steppes, attracting followers eager to be on the winning side. In 1206, at a grand Kurultai, a gathering of Mongol chieftains, Temujin achieved what had been considered impossible. He united the fractious Mongol tribes under his banner. No longer simply Temujin, he adopted the title by which the world would remember him: Genghis Khan, the Great Khan, or Oceanic Ruler. Genghis Khan's reign marked the beginning of a new era in Mongol history, one of unprecedented unity and expansion. No longer content with internecine conflicts, the Mongol armies, now a unified force, looked beyond the steppes. Their eyes set on the riches and power of settled civilizations. The world would soon learn to tremble at the mention of the Mongol horde.